Hello, guys. Uh, Hello. Okay. I just continue. I had a bit of network issues here over here.
Okay.
Okay. So you can still see my screen, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So what you just do is that I talked about the fact that we are removing that directory because we want to install it on the main installation of the server. So basically, what you do here is you can just edit, let's say, uh, so that we it's a live video. Those are tutorials we did earlier. So just websites, training, without. Now these are descriptions that we show on the website. You go like pass over a particular website. You can see New Baptist Church there. That's like what these are. This will show there. These are that description. So you create a username that you use in logging into the account, for instance. In this instance, we'll leave it as the default, but it's not advisable to leave it at the default. But just for tutorial reason, I'll leave it at the default because I will give you guys access to log into this particular account so that you can just repeat the process of what I've done. So it's advisable to add to check this limit login attempts, because sometimes WordPress faces vulnerability issues where different people are trying to log into your account and all of that. So this limits that attack from happening. So pretty straightforward. You just click on install. It takes you through the process of installation. And wow, so fast. And this is the site. Click on this now, open a new tab to take us to this is the website now. So when people go to titoarch.com, this is what they are saying. So everything that we will do on the administrator end of the website.
Sorry, your video is not showing. Your screen is not showing, rather.
Showing. Okay. Let me just. Okay. It's showing now, right?
Yeah, back. Thank you.
So at the end of the when people come to the website, this is what they will see because we have not made any customization on this yet. And so, but when we go to the second link, which has the WP admin, which is WordPress admin, that's where we'll be able to log in and make all of the changes that we need to make to our website to make it look befitting for the client, depending on the information that the client has passed across us. Now, why WordPress is currently one of the most popular content management system, called them CMS, content management system. That's because it uses drag and drop technology, so you do not need to code and build a website. And there are what we call themes and plugins that you can use to build the website. So my screen right now, you can see that we are at the back end of WordPress, where we can make all of the changes that will appear on this front end for us to be able to design our website. So I'll just walk through the layout. Posts and pages. This is a post. Welcome to WordPress. This is your first post. This is a post. Everything we are seeing here, it's like a page. So when you need to work on something, you can either create a post or you can create a page and make those to show at the front end. Then another key thing that I will also show you from the website is consider this is clickable. Now, this part where we are saying Shibuzo tutorial, website training without code, which is this white part like this. Okay, let me try and select that so that you can see it. Okay, this part like this is what we call the header of our page. And then this other part that we see is what we call the body. Now I want us to pay attention to this. For HTML, this is very useful because all of the things you want to appear in the header, you have to put them under the header tags so that they will show up here. And all the things you want to appear in the body, you have to put them in the body tag so that they will show up here. And then if we go down, take this out. This last part that we are saying underneath, this part is what we call the footer. So this is what we call the footer for the website. And the footer is where you just put general information for the business and all of that. So this will be useful when we want to start working on this website. Because from here, when we come under this appearance in our back end, we can see menus. I'll just go to the menu tab so that I can show us how that affects our page. Now, pay attention to our page. We only have sample page here. If I come to the menu, we can see that we do not have any menu. Now we can, let's say I create a menu, main menu, create. Now we can view all of our page and select add it up. Now we see that we have home and sample page. Once we save that, I will save that to our main menu. I'll come back to our page and see if there are any changes there. Okay, still no changes. And one other thing that I'll have to do on the appearance, everything that we show on the website, we can control most of it from the appearance. Two key parts of every website, every WordPress website that we're building is the theme and the plugins. So right now, I would install a theme. So I'll just go and click on themes. Theme is like the foundation of every website that we want to build. So once we have the foundation, which we will install, every other thing we now put on top of that foundation, which will make up the website, and not like the building blocks of that particular website. So when we come here, you can add new. In some cases, you can have the theme, you've already downloaded the installation file on your system. You can click on upload. I'll show us that in a moment, but I just want us to add new. Now, WordPress already has some default themes that we can install from it. So I just want us to install one of the popular themes from there. That's called Astra. So I'll just search for it on the tab there. We can see that it's showing up. So just click on install. This is the reason why we say WordPress is a content management system and we are building websites without code. It's because normally if we're using HTML code, we would have to upload these things to the server and edit each of those codes on the server. But now we're not doing that because we're just installing. Now it has installed, that showed us that it has installed. For it to work on our website, we now have to click on activate. So I'll go ahead and activate this so that it will work on our website. Oh, great, it's activated already. Now, let's see if that makes any difference to our website. So I just come back to our website and I refresh. You can see that you observe that it has done a lot of difference. I've made some changes to the website from the way it used to look before. And we now have a different setting. Now, this is the same default stuff we saw there. Welcome to WordPress. This is your first post. This is the same thing we saw. Now just go back to the theme. And this is the theme we were using before. I will activate this back so that you can see how that affects our website. I'll refresh this and we'll see that it will go back to how it used to be before. So everything that we install have its own separate layout that it gives to the website. And we saw that this other theme, the abstract theme that we installed, have a different layout. And it's one of the robust themes out there in the market. That's why we'll be using. You can, with this, you can completely build entire websites from scratch without having to know how to code. And you just have to build them out, and they will look very beautiful. Okay, go back to our website. I refresh, and you can see that we're coming back. So very quickly, I will take us through when you install a theme. To make that theme powerful, you have to add plugins, and you can see the plugin tab. I'll just quickly install a few plugins. And okay, we already have some default plugins. I'll just add new. So I will search for a few plugins. Now, the very first plugin I will search for is starter templates. Now, what are starter templates? Starter templates are like different websites that have already been built that you can quickly install and customize to suit your own purpose. So I will install this. I will also search for Elementor. Now, Elementor is a page builder that allows you to be able to arrange a particular page, how it will look like. Now, mostly throughout these tutorials, part of what we'll be doing is that we'll be using Elementor to build that website. So this is a default template, just telling me to select the option that I want for the starter templates, and I'll just select Elementor because that's what we'll be using to build out the websites that we are building. I just wait for it to load. Now, there are other different content management systems. Like if you look at the curriculum that we shared with you guys before this training, we talked about Joomla, and we talked about Drupal and the likes. All of them are content management systems, but they are not as robust as Elementor. They are not as robust as WordPress. Sorry to say, I meant WordPress. And that's because WordPress is powering over 35% of all the websites currently in the world. So of course, now we can see different starter templates. And because of what we've installed, that plugin we've installed, the starter templates plugin that we installed, you can see different starter websites. So if we come here and we select free, we want to see only the free websites. So let's assume a company contracts us to build a website and we want to start the building that website. Now we can decide to say, okay, which of these templates can we use to quickly build that website for the client? And let's say, just pick, let's say it's a construction company. Let me say I search for construction here and see if there's any construction template. Oh, powerful, there's a construction template. I can select this construction template and I will click on import. Now, when I click on import, that will import the templates into WordPress so that I can now customize it. Now it's showing me the things that it will import. It will import the settings, it will import the widgets, and it will import some other plugins that I've not already installed, and it will also import the content. So I'll just go right ahead and click on import. Now, this is why we say we're not coding any websites. We're not doing normal HTML codes. Let me just open my code editor so that I will use that to illustrate something. But what we're doing is that we're just contents are already there, and we're arranging the contents, which are text, images, pictures, and colors. we're arranging it to be able to suit what our client wants. And that's why we say we're not building any code. But websites are also built by writing code. The only thing is that for content management system, the codes have already been built by people who develop all of those templates and all of those plugins. Just a moment, I'm trying to get why this is important. I just want to open up my code editor so that I can quickly show us something. Okay, so it's important the content, and it can take a while. So you see that WordPress is doing the work for you. Rather than typing tests out, you're sitting down, you're waiting for it to upload. And when you finish uploading, you can now edit the contents of the site. Okay, wow, it has finished importing. Now we can view the website. Now notice that this was what we have on our website before, on titoasha.com.ng. This is what we have. But now we have imported a template that will help us build something, for instance, our client wants. And while it's loading, we're going to get something very fantastic and something very different. Guess network is a bit slow today. Okay. So I'll just wait for it to load out so that we can see the beautiful website that we now have. Oh, powerful. Powerful. And you can see that we already have a full website that has already been built for us, including images and every other thing. So all we need to do is to customize the website to suit the names or the information that the client has given to us. And I will show us how to do that in a moment. And I'll also use that to walk us through. Now, earlier on, I talked about the header. I talked about the fact that this is the header. So when I go back to the dashboard, to the back end, I will use it to start showing us. And this is the client's logo. This part is the client logo. Now we can see the client logo. So when we go to the back end, if the client has given us a logo, all we just need to do is to upload the logo there and it will show up here. And we don't need to do any other thing. And then this is the menu that I was trying to edit now. So for instance, if there are other things we need to add to the menu, all we just need to go and do is to go to the menu and customize this to suit what the client wants. And this is part of our body, but this is also what we call a banner, a website banner. So you can we have graphics designers in-house, so our graphics designers work on banners. But I'll also show you easy ways to go around looking for banners so that even if you do not know how to design, to do graphics design, I'll show you quick ways to be able to create banners for your clients so that it will make the job a whole lot easier for you. Just cancel this. So we'll scroll down now, say welcome to all of this. We can change all of these tests and all of these images from the back end to represent what our client wants. And so I'll quickly go back to the back end, which is our dashboard. And because we've made some changes, I will just wait for it to refresh so that we can have all the information here. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to refresh. So this is a complete website that we already have here, even though they are not showing the information of any specific client. They are showing demo data. You can say contact us. I'll show you quickly how to go about changing all of this, any of this information that are on this site. So to work on, these are separate pages. This is a home page, about page, service page, project page, contact us. If we come to our dashboard, now we can see pages. I will go to all pages. If people are following, I just click that, all pages, wait for it to load. And that's going to load all of the pages here, correct? And we can see these are all the pages that make up the website. So we can see our home page, we can see our project page, we can see our about page. So quickly, if you want to edit any of those pages, we edit the home page. Now, because we're using Elementor, which is a page builder, like I mentioned earlier, I'll just click on Edit with Elementor and wait for it to load up. And then we can fully edit that page to reflect what our client wants. Okay. Just a moment while it load up. So it's as easy as this. And for all of the projects that you'll be working on, this is the same way that you work on those websites that you work on, depending on your speed. And the beauty of this is that the more you work on different projects, the more your competency level increases and the speed with which you can be able to deliver on website projects. And that's why part of the reason why we set up this training, and we're allowing you to work on 7 different websites for real businesses, not a demo business. Because for a demo business, you might not be able to anticipate certain needs, but when you work on a real life website for a real business, you can be able to. There are things that will come up that you tend to handle that will make you to increase your knowledge in terms of your approach to building those different websites. So if you build a website, let's say for a cake company, a company that bakes cake, and then you build another website for a construction company, those are 2 different experiences. And that's why we want you to be able to build different websites for different case scenarios so that you have your competency in different areas will increase and you know how to navigate all of this website. And then we're giving you lifetime support so that, why is it taking time to do? We're giving you lifetime support so that, because we cannot cover everything in 2 weeks, and there will still be issues that you will encounter while you are working on your own project or building out your own website. But you can always talk to our support, and we'll connect you to our technical support so that you can always, at any time, when you're having any issues and you send us a message, oh, this is the issue that I'm having, we'll show you how to be able to resolve it, and you can quickly resolve those issues yourself. Oh, this is taking time. The network is dragging a bit. Okay. So I don't know if there are any questions, or you are following what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm with you. Go ahead.
Oh,
Thank you.
mm, just try this. Try this in another browser, in another pages. Just want to open it. And when Elementor opens, it's going to show us the page, and then we'll have all of the icons to do all of the editing that we need to do. What's wrong with this network? Okay. So these are part of what can increase the time with which you use in building websites for clients. So these are things you factor in. Um, Sometimes connections might be very slow, like we are having currently. It will increase the time it will take you to be able to work on each of those websites. Just a moment. So very quickly, while that's loading, let me come to the plugins that were installed and see if there are no conflicts. The part of your job while you're designing is that you have to anticipate um, certain issues and try to see how you can resolve those issues as you move along. What I'm deleting are the default plugins that were already installed, default plugins that are installed by WordPress. So I just wanted to delete that and be sure that there are no conflicts there. This second one, just to try out. Okay, okay. This was what I talked about earlier when I was talking about SSL. So in most cases, it can be discouraging when people come to your website and then they are saying this. But just for this training purpose, just click on advance and proceed. I'm trying to log in from an incognito mode just to troubleshoot what's likely happening to it and the default password that we're using. Because sometimes we experience that considering that we're building a lot of websites on this using this system. Let's hope this fix it, and we're good to go. Wow. Okay. So let's see if need to confirm that you're still seeing my screen. Okay. Okay.
I'm still seeing your screen, yes.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so there's likelihood that it's conflicting with something we are currently working on. So most times this is what happens when you are. That's why we say that the more you build websites, the more you are practicing on different websites, you encounter different challenges, different things. And that was what will increase your knowledge when you begin to encounter those things, and then you look for ways to solve them. Imagine if I probably did not know what to do, would have to wait for that to load and load and load. So this is our home page, and we can edit everything that is here and make it look completely different. So let's say for this, I'll just make some. If you're following me, when you click on a particular stuff, you right click, you can see different options. I can duplicate this. And you see that it duplicates it, it makes another copy of it. I can copy, I can paste, I can do all of these stuff here, depending on what I'm trying to do. So I will just delete the second copy that I just made and edit that edit. Now,
Okay, sorry, bro. What I'm seeing is actually your blank screen, white screen, and it's not reflecting any of the things you're saying.
okay, it's not reflecting any of the things I'm saying. Okay,
It's just on a blank loading screen. Yes,
okay, let me,
blank and white.
you can come in. Are you seeing the right screen now?
Yes, it's back.
It's back. So I will just run through what I said earlier. I said when you want to, now we can edit everything that's in our home page from this. And it's the same thing from these pages. When we go to these pages, let's say we click edit the about with Elementor, opening another tab. It's still going to open. Now you can see that this is showing home. This is showing about. So we can do that for all of the pages that we have here. That are the pages that make up the website. Then this showing contact us. So just so that we can do something more practical, of course, you have a lot of time to do all of this for the web project that we'll share with you guys. So when you click on edit now, and then part of the projects we will also share with you guys will allow you to work with different page builders. There are very different page builders. We're using Elementor. There's also what we call WP Bakery. It's a different page builder. We have Site Origin. It's a different page builder. We will expose you to at least 1, 2, 3 different page builders, because there are times that you will install certain WordPress themes, and then you realize that those themes uh, come with their own page builder. Let's say, for instance, we install a theme and it comes with WP Bakery, and you are not familiar with it. It will be difficult for you to work. But if you're familiar with it, it'll be easy for you to work. So part of the projects we'll give to you guys, will work with these different page builders so that you be experienced with them and you can